What's going on, guys? Jacob Worth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you with a special guest today,
Amber Coleman.
So Amber is here to help us with all mortgage type stuff and mortgage related questions and things like that here on the channel, because that's what she does on the real estate side of the equation. She is the mortgage go-to gal here in Las Vegas. We are standing here with Red Rock Resort and Casino in the background. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm sure some of you are going to recognize that. So that's where we're at today. We are in Summerlin, and this video is going to be for those of you looking to move here to Southern Nevada, whether it's Summerlin or whether it's Henderson or North Vegas or whatever the case is, and you have concerns about trying to buy a home here in Las Vegas, you know, and because a lot of people, they get ready to move here and they think they need to have a job here, they need to have a place already here. If they're going to try to buy a place, they need to have a place to rent first. They need to get all their work cards, all that kind of stuff. They're trying to get in order before they move here. But really, you don't have to have any of that to get a mortgage here. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
So here's the deal. A lot of times people will think that they need to already have their job here when they move here. The easiest way to do things so you're not stressing yourself out to the bone is to move here, is to buy the house first. And here's how you do that. You can purchase the house in Las Vegas as a vacation house, meaning that you're going to live here when you come on vacations. Utilities are going to be in your name. You're not going to rent it out. But when you do it like that, you get the same rate as primary residence. We're using your job from the state that you're living in right now. So we're going to use your income and debt ratio you based off of that job. But then you can still get the house. Sometimes what people will do is they'll end up moving in with their family member at the state that they're living in so that there's no rent that we have to count. But then in that way, it makes it easier to debt ratio for the house in Las Vegas. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
That makes sense? Okay.
So, I mean, you're basically, you're trying to move in with some family. Say you're in California, you move back in with your family for whatever house you have you're in right now. You get out of that, move with the family to try to decrease
the debt ratio, because we'll have to take into account when you're buying it as a vacation, we have to take into account your living expenses where you're currently, and then your living expenses here in Las Vegas too. So to make that all balance out, you'll move in with family and then buy a house here. And then once you're established here, then you start looking to establish the rest of your life.
Yeah, so you can actually, guys, do the home process, the home buying process, before you establish the rest of your life here in Southern Nevada. Because the whole point of doing it this way is, you know, on paper it's going to look like a vacation property. That's what it's going to look like on paper, okay? Don't get caught up with the actual term vacation home, vacation property, anything like that. But the reason you do that is because of the difference that you have to put down. So talk about, you know, vacation property, or, you know, something that's going to be in your name as a personal residence versus if, you know, on paper it looks like you're trying to get an investment property.
Well, and it's two differences. So the difference in down payment, you're basically cutting the down payment in half by making it a vacation property versus an investment property. And then the second difference is interest rate. When you're doing an investment property, you're taking a high interest rate because it's more of a risk to a bank knowing that you're going to have a renter in the house. When you're buying it as a second home, you're getting the same rate as you would a primary residence. So that it's twofold. It's good in two different ways, you know, when you're comparing it to do it as an investment property.
Yeah, and you can have a primary residence, you know, in more than one place, in more than one state. So you might live in California, but there's nothing stopping you from having a vacation home in Vegas, a vacation home, you know, in Miami, a vacation home in Atlanta, whatever the case is. You can have a whole bunch of vacation homes, but they're yours, they're in your name as your own residence. They're not investment properties, they're for you. So that's basically what you're doing. You're taking that ability to have a vacation home and something in your name and just using that to your situation to move here to Las Vegas to make it easier. So it'll save you money, one, on the down payment. It's going to save you money, two, on the interest rate when you're getting ready to move here. Plus, once that part is done, it can make the rest of your life a lot easier when you're getting ready to move here.
So much less stress. The people that will try to do everything at the same time, by the time they get here, they're so stressed out. I feel so bad for them. So this just takes away a whole level of stress that you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, and especially those of you that are looking and you've probably got a family you're trying to move here to. I mean, that'll make it a lot easier for the parents. It'll make it easier for the kids when you transition. You have a place already here lined up, and then you can worry about the job. Then you can worry about all the other, if you need work cards and that kind of thing when you come, you can worry about that stuff then. But, you know, you can take care of the whole home buying process before you actually live here.
Yep.
Okay, and you've done this with clients for, you know, a number of years, helped people move here.
I've been in mortgages for 17 years, helping people buy houses in Vegas, and I've done more than I could count, putting people in houses this way. And before they start looking for houses, when I start telling them the difference between the two, hands down they want to go this route, because it is very stressful already moving from one state to another. And then when you add on to it, I still need to find a job, I need to put my kids in school, I need to do this, that, this, and that. It just already gives you a foundation, you know, with a house to live in, and then you could take care of the rest of your life from there.
Yeah, having the roof over your head is going to be a really important part when you're getting ready to move here. So if you can take care of the roof over your head part before you get here, it makes life a lot easier when you're making the transition. So is there anything else we need to talk about in terms of, you know, this transition for people? Because a lot of people probably thought, you know, that they felt like I said earlier, where they had to already, you know, have a job here and have income here, and they were probably have to rent first before they could buy and all that kind of stuff. I mean, any other myths, any other points about, you know, this process that we need to bring up? Any other key talking points for people?
I can't think of any right now. I'm really trying to stretch it, but we've covered so much in the video.
We covered it pretty quickly.
But if you have any questions, if anything pops in your head, feel free to call me at any time. I'm happy to answer anything that you have.
Yeah, so guys, contact information for Amber is down below. She will be more than happy to help you out in the process. We cover what we can here, but your situation may have, you know, some other details or something going on that she can walk you through on a more personal basis. So if you need that help, if you're in this position, link down below. Go ahead, get in touch with Amber. She can help you out. Amber, thank you for coming onto the channel.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you found value in it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I am Jacob. This is Amber. This is My Life in Vegas.
Thank you.